You say in your book that Donald Trump embodied the backlash of the second civil rights movement. And as we talked about earlier, when he started the birther movement, questioning if President Obama was even born in America, I'm curious, without Obama, is there a Trump presidency?
No. And this goes to so many levels. You know, we go back to Trayvon Martin, and you see right away that the people who are opposed to Obama, when Obama comes forward in Trayvon Martin, and he does so reluctantly, but he says, if I had a son, he would have looked like Trayvon. Well, unlike what we were discussing earlier, where Obama tends to pull away from any racial identification, here's a moment when he did step forward into race. And the immediate reaction from the far right was to say, we are with the police, and we are with the police against the fact that there's a higher crime rate in black communities, and that there is a reason to be suspicious of these thuggish looking kids in their hoodies and all that. And then that theme is picked up by people like Donald Trump, who lionize the police and say it's unfair to ask the police not to be aggressive with these young blacks, especially young black kids that they view as thuggish. And this goes on. I mean, remember when there's a Harvard professor, Henry Louis Gates, who has a confrontation with a policeman in Cambridge, Massachusetts. That leads to the Rose Garden meeting between Obama, Biden, the policeman, and Gates. And again, the thought is, why does Obama say the police are stupid when he had said that Gates was trying to get into his own home? And so why would a policeman arrest a man trying to get into his own home? But people say, no, Obama was taking the side of the police as opposed to understanding that the police are trying to protect the community. In all these cases, you start to see really a bifurcation. You know, it's like, are you with the Black Lives Matter people or with these black criminals, or are you with the police? And again, it raises race in a new way. In the first civil rights movement, Brittany, the whole goal was about passing legislation to undo segregation. So you get the 1964 Civil Rights Act, the 1965 Voting Rights Act, and the whole thing is we want blacks to have access to full citizenship rights. And of course, it's going to help if they can vote and they can elect their own officials, and then their officials will help to protect their rights. The fruition of that movement, in some ways, is Barack Obama, a black man in the White House. But as you come into the second movement, what you see is people, especially working class to poor black people, saying, yeah, it's incredible, it's unbelievable, a black man in the White House, but what is he doing in terms of our lives? What difference is he making for poor people? He's all the time saying, I am not the black president, I am the president. And what you get then is, in the midst of people on the other side, like Trump, attacking, and it's Obama, in a way, fades away. And I think it creates a lot of tension. And I think, I remember, it was my surprise, Brittany, but I remember when Obama was elected, Ebony magazine had a cover and it said, "In my lifetime." This, for so many people, it was like, that's unbelievable. I never thought I'd see a black president. That same publication, then after several young black men are shot and there's problems, and Obama really doesn't react, or he tries to stay out of it. That same magazine, Ebony magazine, was so prominent in the black community, then says they're disappointed in Obama. They say he's not reading the room, that he's not responding as they had hoped he might respond to take the country in a different direction in terms of race relations.